Hey everyone! Hey guys, it's the Challenging Times after show. I'm really awkward. I'm here. It's Shay Sawyer, Captain Shay, whatever you want to say. Cactus Catie to my, I feel like it's my right or left. I don't know how this thing works. And the amazing Mike Knoxxx right now here with this hilarious background. Thoughts on tonight's show before we really dive in?
You know, I gotta say, ladies first. I'm that way. I'm a girl dad, but girls, can I just get this out the way first, just for once ever on a show? Excuse me. I never thought. No, seriously, I never thought I would cry because Josh went the fuck home. Let's go. What a show. That's my thoughts of today's show. Josh out of here. Get out of here, Joshua.
Yeah.
It was 30 seconds in. That's all he could do. Tonight's show, it started off just kind of confusing. I mean, yes, Michelle won, but she was doing a pity party the whole first 20 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, Michelle, it's not all about you. Let's move on now.
That's a reoccurring thing for her, very much so. I can't with Michelle because it's like when she wins, but I'm still the underdog. I'm not winning anything. Everything's against me. When she loses, it's like the end of the world. It's like, so why do you keep coming if you're gonna feel this just like defeated before anything? Why do you keep coming? I really wonder. It's hard. I really try to like her sometimes, but she just always with the pity party stuff. It really gets to me.
Not worse than Josh.
This is true. We have a counter. But let's start. So right off the bat, we have Johnny talking about how he is loving that he likes to push people's buttons. His number one person he still is coming for Michelle. Michelle started. But hey, you know how Johnny is. When he gets started, not gonna stop. Like that's just Johnny. And I'm loving more of like, I think Rachel's getting more of like a main character like push now. Like she was more in the background, I feel like, in the earlier episodes. And now that it's, the numbers are dwindling down, Rachel is kind of coming to the forefront and she's really building relationships with almost everyone, not even just Johnny. And I'm really impressed with how she has been maneuvering this game. What are your thoughts on like how Rachel has been really finding her way through?
I mean, Rachel's a sole survivor of Heirs 1. So, I mean, she's going to stand out no matter what. There's a couple segments tonight. I'm not going to jump ahead or anything. I really liked of Rachel's. But she's just an amazing person. I really do like her as a person. I think she's got a great personality. She gets along pretty much with almost everybody, I believe. But I don't like that she's like a banana angel. I'm like, you don't need to be a banana angel. You are Rachel on your own level. So we'll see.
I love the moment with her and Derek conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I loved, and I know we're going to get into it, so I'll digress a little bit, and what Derek accomplished. and I feel it's important that I say this as someone who I'm a 70s baby, little out of touch with what the real world was. I was blinded. Have you ever seen the movie 42? I always thought it was a very telling part of that movie
Ah,
where the one kid, the crowd was yelling at Jackie Robinson, calling him the N-word repeatedly, and the little kid was terrified. All these adults are yelling at a baseball game. Why is this going on? So he started saying it, and that's how racism begins. And I just think
mm,
it's very important for someone like myself who was very not a fan or a family friend to the community of the LGBTQ community. I have a brother, my wife's best friend, and it's amazing because what they wouldn't say fully, they were saying, and I'll say it as someone, here's a gay guy who no one believes in. And this gay man just went against what was called the Jordan of the challenge. And I just thought that was so amazing. And if you go back and you've watched what Derek has done historically, he's always been this good. He just didn't have whatever social power or the friends in the house give him what he needed. But I just thought that moment for me, and this episode continues to show why, we do Unpopular Review Entertainment. We do all kind of throwback movies and always, well, did this movie carry over well? How does this audience today perceive a movie that was in the 80s? Well, what's one thing you can never perceive to know is right? Love is love. Right. And I just thought that was a beautiful, loving moment between him and Rachel. And to me, that was the moment of the season, including this
yeah.
crybaby. Oh, just for me, because it reminded me, myself, who can, as Carr was making fun of that macho guy. Look at this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can run. He can jump. He can do everything. And I just thought that was such a beautiful moment. I wanted to just share that with you ladies.
Oh no, I agree. That was one of the moments I was mentioning that, it's just very touching. And her talking about representation, and the challenge has always been a loving environment for all different kinds of people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the reasons I love the show.
I
Yep.
100% agree. It was beautiful. And then seeing the montage of all the, past LGBTQ players. Evelyn, girl, we missed you so bad. Like, please,
I know.
please, like just seeing her, that little moment. I was like, Evelyn, come here real quick. I just want to have a conversation. Just come back. But yeah, it was beautiful. And I'm really loving this. And Derek has really I feel like Derek has always been a good competitor, but it's just at the time when he was there were just so many. It's like, because I always like to compare the challenge to wrestling a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
When you have I don't know, let's say a great wrestler like Val Venus, I don't know, or, and then you got The Rock, Triple H, you got Shawn Michaels, you got, it's like, it's easy to get lost in the shuffle when you have all those greats surrounding you. And I think that was the thing with Derek. But now it's not that many. And so now you can really kind of see Derek shining through. And I really love that for him. I really, really do. So yeah, it was a beautiful moment. Loved it. Now,
Yes.
time for Mother Trucker, the daily.
Good, I did there.
Mother Trucker. So this kind of reminded me of a daily they did in Vendettas right before the final. And they had to hit a bunch of targets on a moving truck. Pretty cool. Scary as hell. I would never do it. Sorry. Now, I was a little shocked with Cara and Tori's performance. Very much shocked with Tori. Tori only got, I think, 2 or 3 or something very low. I was just kind of
Yeah.
Tori. I don't know, girl. This is not what I'm used to. And then I think also, obviously, Josh got the lowest, as we know. But freaking Jordan. And I feel like I have to agree to some extent with what Tori said. I think Jordan is one of, if not the best, most well-rounded performer in challenge history. He's good at damn near everything. I can't think of much that he was bad at, truth be told.
Right.
Even when you think of CT and Johnny, they have their drawbacks. They do. What do you guys think about that? That's a strong thing to say. Saying someone is the Jordan of the challenge.
I was going to say, she referenced him as the Michael Jordan of the challenge. And then also said she will always be impressed with him.
First
I'm
of all,
like,
that was
yeah,
a
girl.
what I call that was a splash moment, right? When she said that, y'all saw her like, yeah, there's nothing he can't do, right? That's literally how I took
Uh-huh.
that moment. Okay, that's how she said that. So go ahead, Catie. I'm
Yep.
sorry. That's definitely how she said it.
He did. And history has told us that, some people are just not meant to be together, but you will always have that heart and those feelings for those people. And clearly there's still emotions there, and it's hard to hide those two. But yeah, he is an amazing competitor. And I do believe that Jordan is right there with CT. He's right there with the Bananas. He is a secret, like the secret spy that just comes out like Bond. You don't want
Mhm.
him in that final or you are gonna be done. Do not cross Jordan Bond because he will take you out and have no regrets about it.
When she made the comment,
Hmm.
I thought, like, is he? To say that Jordan, you think of, I'm a sports guy. You
Yeah.
say the one argument, if everyone's seen the movie, what's that, the teacher thing? That's all that matters, Sean. Right? 6-0 in the finals, right? So Jordan doesn't have that. Jordan hasn't won the most challenges.
No.
But it made me think outside of that because, the LeBron factor that fans would say, well, LeBron's this and that. I do think Jordan is the Michael Jordan of the challenge. I say this all the time. I believe that. I think when I see him compete, they're all afraid of him. They all know he can beat them. And Michael Jordan beats you before he got on the court. And when they see Jordan, he beats them mentally. And he talks shit. We go back to last season when he came in as the, what do you remember? I don't know the season. Y'all know I'm old, right? They came in and he took somebody out. Remember, he was talking mad shit to that man. And the little tic tac
Yes.
toe was running across the thing. Like, that's Jordan's game. And again, let's not mention the fact that should be mentioned all the time, or you can't forget to mention it. The man has a physical handicap.
I was gonna say he's disabled.
And that man's nubs is stronger than most people's fists, including Mike Tyson's jaw. So yeah, I think he is. I think it's a great comparison. Yeah, it came from her thinking with her loins, but it was a good loin decision to say, I think he is the Michael Jordan of the challenge. I do.
Hey, maybe it'll give her a brownie point. I don't know. I mean, I, I, I can't get that. That's hilarious, Mike.
He's a girlfriend, I
Um,
think.
He
oh
does
yeah,
have a
he's
he does.
very much moved on and not looked back. And Tori, I think, truly has doubt or what is the word I'm trying to think of?
She's in her self-love
Regret.
soft girl era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Once again, representation. The challenge has mastered, including physical disabilities as well.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
yep.
I think we'll touch on that a little bit more later when we talk about Corey and his conversation with Nelete.
Yeah.
But I also am really happy for Rachel. I think was this her first, like, for when they have become like a solo,
Yeah, it's her first win. She
her
said
first
that
win.
going in that she's been close to winning them, but haven't won
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was significant that she won this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't the best one to win, to be honest. Josh kind of messed it up. Like, he just had to do one thing, just like literally don't come in last. Like, and that was just such a difficulty for him, I guess.
I mean, there's always
um
going to be a loser.
and I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, we now have Josh. They're all, schmoozing at the club. Josh is telling Corey how he loves him like family, and Corey's like, "Well, treat me like that because you haven't been doing that. You haven't been loyal to me this entire time." Like, as I was saying, like, Josh, you say the most ridiculous things sometimes. Like, don't say that to him when this entire game you haven't been for him. You've been putting him in really crappy positions in this game to call him family. That's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
That just kind of frustrated me. And then Johnny admitting that he was an a-hole. Oh my gosh. When I think about The Island, that is one of the seasons I literally cannot look back and watch because of that man. Oh, evil, pure evil.
Woosah. Your pressure points, ma. Your pressure points.
Pure evil. I feel like Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. Evil. Like when I think of him on that season. But I'm glad that he's doing self-reflecting, and him and Rachel have come a long way, like to even be having this conversation, and him admitting, yeah, you know what, I was a D-bag. I appreciate that. I'm never one to hold things against people. If I see people genuinely trying to change and admitting to their faults.
But what does he mean was a D-bag?
He still is.
He still is a D-bag.
Compared to back then, he is tame. That.
Yes, he is. I mean, he's older, but
sorry. Maturity has helped.
Class A douchey.
Maybe worse than that. Evil. Okay, so listen. Okay, I need to talk about something because it really, really irritated me. I'm so sorry. Cara, please stop trying to recruit people onto your team. Please, I'm begging you. The whole, hey, Rachel, I know you've been working with Johnny this entire season, but you should probably put him in because he's been mean to people. At your big age.
He's never going to convince you.
I'm sorry, that pissed me off. Like, enough.
Listen, those who are watching and who are missing us, please catch the replay. This is for you, our Twitter audience. We're having technical difficulties with our Twitter audience, and so we're not broadcasting live on Twitter tonight on UPR. So for you couple hosts here as well, make sure you go to your Twitter, your Instagram. For me, also follow me on Blue Sky. Also there. I have a Blue Sky account. It's like the new Twitter. So you can go there as well. And so if you have a Twitter, please go ahead and send the link to them that we are live. We are live now. That's our audience, Joe. So I feel like, looking at our crowd, girls, in case you was wondering, we don't have our Twitter crowd. We do know we run the Twitter universe around here on UPR, Unpopular View Entertainment. But so please like, follow, subscribe, comment below the challenge 40. Go ahead, Kat.
I gotcha. All right. So now we basically know Rachel is definitely putting in Corey. She has no choice. She's not going to do Johnny. That's been her number one since
forever.
Yes, essentially. So we're about to go into elimination. If we have any ads.
Yes, we absolutely do. And before we talk about eliminations, let's just say, damn it, Derek, you beat the living mess out of Jordan. I just want to say that. I would tell you one thing for sure.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I will always be entertained by Johnny getting carried on his back, y'all. We be right back, y'all. On Pop View Entertainment.
During holiday travel, some people get delirious. Some get delayed. And some get Del Griffin.
American Light and Fixture, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
Neil Page got all three.
I was on my way home to spend a nice holiday with my family. Instead, I'm in a motel bed with a stranger.
So instead of Thanksgiving with his family, he's spending 3 days with the turkey. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
In a new film by John Hughes.
The recipe.
I just want to say thank you for always supporting me. You my sister, girl.
That makes us a family.
I just want you to know, loving you is like food.
One finger don't make no impact, but you ball up all them fingers into a fist and you can strike a mighty blow. Now this family got to be that fist.
Soul food.
Like that last shot, right?
Man, that last shot was the bomb.
Make sure you check out the Wolfpack here each and every single Thursday. Also, Trio of Destiny doing the Superman review show for Superman and Lois is ending its final season. Wonderful, great show as well. As long as here on Unpop Review Entertainment, we have a lot of shows and other things. Hopefully, we get somebody to do Wicked or Gladiator 2. I'm going to go see a double feature this weekend with my wife and kids. So hopefully somebody, if anybody wants to join out there listening to the audience, please come join us for Wicked. And as well as a bunch of stuff. So we got the Thanksgiving theme coming up. So this way, see planes, trains, automobile, and what am I almost watching the trailer? I almost had a Josh moment watching the Soul Food trailer. I did. I almost started woohooing. So back to you, Captain.
It's okay. Sometimes it's okay to drop a tear too. All right. So
every 36 seconds.
Yes, we have a counter for Josh.
Like, I'm a sensitive guy, right? But I'm a guy, right? You ladies, you're ladies. Let me ask you: do you want a man who cries as much as Josh?
I mean, it depends. Like, okay, listen.
That's my point. If a man cries, it depends. Are these crying moments?
No.
If
they're sad for his ego.
If he looked like Finn Balor, I would deal with it. I'm gonna be honest. It depends. That's why I say it depends. Okay.
He's no Jordan Bond. Let me tell you.
You give me a Candace swine pool, it's over. So, yeah, guys, I'm in the stuff. I'm in the women who are in Elle magazine. Sorry. Yes, that's ELLE. Learn how to do what good high fashion is. High bone cheek structure. Candace swine pool. She led Victoria's Secret everything. Sorry.
Oh my God. Tyra needed you on the panel. Oh my God.
I watched, my wife made me watch the first 7 seasons of America's Next Top Model. I know about smizing. I know about all that stuff. That's why I know Eva Pickford. She changed her name though, right? She got married, right? What makes her? I know beauty. I'm telling you, I know beauty. I'll be on it. Okay, so I see you. Listen, when that girl told that, when she would tell them girls how to dress, like that don't go with that. Take that off. Okay, yes, pull that down. But you know what I'm saying? And don't get Big Frida on the show. Oh, Frida going crazy. Okay. I'm gonna say, listen, I've been to my wife and I, we've been to a drag brunch. Shout out to Derek again. And I was they have one here in Orlando and Margarita.
Ooh, do they?
It's at Gloria Estefan's restaurant every Sunday morning, bottomless mimosas for $35. And it was again, me being the man I am, I was like, man, babe, I don't want to go to this. She said, babe, come on, it'd be fun. Man, I had one of the best times I ever had at that damn party, yo. I love it. So again, boy, I'm on my stuff today, y'all. So, but yeah, the finale. We got other shows today. I'm sorry, I keep talking, girls.
It's okay. So now we have the elimination. It's kind of like, it wasn't really a hall brawl, but it was kind of like you had to stop the person when they got to the end. And stop them from ringing the bell. It was kind of like hall brawl, but like a little bit weak. Like, I don't know what it is. Like towards the end of the season, all these kind of like soft elimination. I'm not really feeling.
At least it was physical. We haven't had an actual physical competition one-on-one in a long time.
Cactus lying. It wasn't physical. Josh was in it. What?
I mean,
that was the point of it. Josh just kind of failed at it because he couldn't get over some hay bales.
They made fun of him. Rooting for him.
He thought they were playing hide and go seek, guys. He did not understand the assignment. It is not his fault. He couldn't comprehend.
What was our girl a couple of minutes ago when they had the blindfold? That's how bad Josh did in this elimination. Corey ate him up. I wish it had been a hall brawl. Because I bet you Corey would have cried. I mean, Josh would have cried then. All right. And I saw for the first time too, Shay, where Corey does play a bad social game. The fact he even tried to tempt Rachel, I thought was bad taste. But he learned because he went down to in the chamber and he didn't do that. He just accepted his fate. But come on, come on.
He
you know you're not
to know. Come on.
Hey, but you know what? He gave it a shot. He left everything on the table in case he went home. So as a parent, you gotta do everything you can. And, you know, he did do that.
I gotta respect it. But what I can't respect is how Josh couldn't get over them hay bales. Like, that was ridiculous, Josh. It's like, seriously?
Yep.
Looking like Mike Knoxxx out there. I got 2 bad knees, 7 knee surgeries. At least I could have flailed on it like Bronson Reed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't even flail on it. Yeah. Look at him. He's still crying. Talking about you guys out there, you trolls on the internet. You know what? And I gotta say this too, bananas. You're right. I don't know Josh. I don't know nothing about that man personally. Y'all know each other personally. However, from the producers of the shows he has been on, and the viewership in which they allowed this man on camera, that my eyes, now that I have 4 of them, can see clearly, he's a joke. He's a bad friend, and he's a joke. And he tries to play the front runner. He tries to play listen, it's like things are still with TV. Even though this world is different and changed, we still got clicks. Okay? And I was fortunate enough not to be with the powerful clique, but I was right underneath that clique because I hang with all the powerful people. I wasn't powerful and popular. I hung with popular people. At least I could play the game. Josh ain't even playing the game right. You're going to hang with the popular people. You're supposed to have some balls. Okay? Some inner testicular fortitude. Sorry, ladies. He doesn't know how to, he doesn't cuff them right.
Oh my God. So basically, Corey ends up demolishing Josh. But I do want to touch on the fact that he had that conversation with Nelson.
Yes.
And I thought it was really beautiful. It made me emotional. I've never really been a fan of either of them. Well, Corey a little bit more, but Nelson definitely not. But I still felt for him, and I'm just really happy he's in a good place. And, you know, maybe there's a place for him. I see he's been getting better with, you know, walking with his prosthetic leg. You know, if we have a place for Jordan, we have a place for Theo, we could have a place for Nelson as well.
Absolutely.
You know?
He has one eye.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought he was calling his wife. Like, that's how much those two are brothers. That before you saw who he was talking to, you knew that that person meant a lot to Corey. And that was really nice to see that the brotherhood of the challenge is strong. And it doesn't matter, you know, if they're on or off. They depend on each other for moral support. Just a huge backbone of Corey's is Nelly. And it is unfortunate of the situation that he's had. And he has had a lot of mental health issues from that accident. I mean, I couldn't imagine losing a leg at his age, with his career being changed, what that could do to his mental status. And he's really overcome a lot. And I love seeing him in such a happier place. Mm-hmm.
No, I just second that with everything you said. It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's sad. I'm glad to see him in good spirits from it. Those two, to me, if I remember correctly, came in together. And so I'm the opposite of you, Shay. I'm more of a Corey guy than a Nelson guy. But I've always liked to see. To me, I think they both came in with a good attitude, in my opinion, of there to compete. Whether you like how they played the game or what the outcome of the game was. To me, they were the few that has come into this competition that has never been afraid of the competition. And so for me, I've always admired them both for that. And when I found out what had happened to him, it was a sad story. So good to see him in good spirits.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. I mean, when they came in, they brought in this new energy. Like, you know, they were right away coming for Johnny, you know, coming for the top. So, you know, I always got to give them the flowers for that, you know, because a lot of people didn't have that in them. But Corey wins. Josh is crying. We know. He picks his 3 targets: Jenny, Aviv, Michelle. Michelle should just get the target tattooed on her arm. Same with Johnny. Her and Johnny should just get it tattooed right here because they're targets back to back every freaking week at this point.
Gotta send them home eventually. Can't bring them all to the final.
Sure.
So, granted, are those really your biggest competitors you're trying to get out?
Right.
I don't know, but we'll see how that plans out for them. She did win Survivor, even if it was a controversial win.
Still crazy when you told me that. That's still crazy work. Look at Josh crying about that. Just saying. Look at him just crying.
I did read, though, the challenge producers are starting to recruit the people from, like, the new Survivor, the the Big Brother and things like that. So I don't think this is the end of the challenge. By it could be a 41 or something. What do you know, Shay?
Definitely, they were a fan of a lot of people from the season. I am calling it Tucker. Tucker, bring that fine man over.
Yeah.
I know they are picking him up. Tucker, I want him.
Was that the curly haired dude?
No,
the country one.
He's the guy from I think he was like from Brooklyn, right? Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. He was on Big
He's
Brother.
from Big Brother, right?
Oh, he's on Big Brother. Okay.
He was winning all
the curly haired. Yeah, no, the curly haired guy you're thinking about is the dad. I don't think he's getting on the challenge, but there's a few blonde women that have joined already. I forgot what their names were. But I think there's gonna be a lot from Big Brother, so we'll see.
I know they're looking at the Love Island people too, especially this past season, really popular.
So this is a turning point season for sure. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But all right.
We are here, guys. We are at our almost the end point. Audience, we will let you know if we're back next week because that's Thanksgiving Eve. Okay. A lot of family things going around that time. Typically for Unpopular, we kind of take off around that week. So if we're here, it's because we dedicated to saying, fuck it, we were bored and we came back. If not, you know why, it's the holiday. So for Captain Shay, for Cactus Catie, who's getting ready to go do your AEW Women's Wednesday Elite Show with the news brought to you by Mad Dog Kelly. Y'all get ready for that. I am Mike Knoxxx, and over to find me, which is Indian everywhere. And we'll see y'all next week or the week after, right? So,
yeah.
Probably.
Good night.